Picture yourself starting tomorrow a little differently. Before breakfast, before checking your phone, and before the day becomes busy, you step outside for a peaceful morning walk. The air feels fresh, the surroundings are quiet, and everything seems calm. It may not feel like a major workout, but beneath the surface, your body could already be making important metabolic adjustments that affect how it uses energy throughout the day. For many people, losing belly fat can feel like an endless challenge. They improve their diet, increase their exercise routine, and spend more time being active, yet the stubborn fat around the midsection often refuses to budge. This can be discouraging, but the reason isn't always a lack of effort. Belly fat is unique. It behaves differently from fat stored elsewhere in the body, and understanding those differences helps explain why a simple morning walk before eating may offer certain advantages. After a full night of sleep, your body has typically gone 8 to 10 hours without any food. During that fasting period, insulin levels gradually decrease and your body begins drawing from stored energy reserves. One of the main sources of that stored energy is glycogen, a form of carbohydrate stored primarily in your liver and muscles. While you're sleeping, those glycogen reserves are not sitting untouched. Your body continuously uses them to support essential functions such as breathing, circulating blood, regulating body temperature, and keeping your brain functioning properly. By the time morning arrives, some of those energy stores have already been depleted. As a result, when you wake up, your body is operating in a slightly different metabolic state compared to later in the day. It is more prepared to seek energy from internal reserves. This shift influences how your body responds when you begin moving. When exercise takes place after a meal, your body naturally prefers to use the glucose that has recently entered the bloodstream. Glucose is convenient, rapidly available, and easy to convert into usable energy. However, when physical activity happens before breakfast, there is less readily available glucose circulating in the body. Because of this, your system starts exploring alternative fuel sources. One of the most important alternatives is stored body fat. But the story becomes more complex when we look at the different types of fat stored throughout the body. Fat is not all the same. Subcutaneous fat, which sits directly beneath the skin, behaves differently from visceral fat, which is stored deeper inside the abdominal cavity around vital organs. Visceral fat is particularly significant because it is closely linked to metabolic health and is heavily influenced by hormones such as insulin and cortisol. This deeper abdominal fat is often the type that contributes to the appearance of a larger waistline and is frequently more difficult to reduce. That is one reason belly fat tends to be especially stubborn. It responds to a variety of hormonal and metabolic signals, making it more resistant than fat stored in other locations. This is where timing can play a meaningful role. During the morning fasting period, insulin levels are naturally lower. Low insulin sends a message that energy should come from stored reserves rather than incoming food. Under these conditions, fat cells are more willing to release fatty acids into the bloodstream. Once released, those fatty acids can be transported to working muscles and used as fuel. Walking before breakfast may therefore create conditions that encourage greater fat utilization compared to exercising after a meal. However, there is an important detail that is often misunderstood. Fat burning does not instantly accelerate the moment your feet start moving. The body transitions gradually between fuel sources. At the beginning of a walk, your muscles may still depend largely on the glycogen that remains available. As the activity continues and those reserves become less accessible, the body progressively increases its reliance on fat for energy production. This gradual shift helps explain why the length of the walk matters. A quick 5-minute stroll may be beneficial for circulation and mood, but it generally doesn't provide enough time for significant changes in fuel utilization. As the duration increases, the body's opportunity to draw more heavily from fat stores also increases. For this reason, many exercise specialists recommend walking for approximately 30 to 45 minutes at a steady pace. This duration often provides sufficient time for the body to move further toward fat oxidation, particularly when performed in a fasted state. Intensity also plays a major role. Many people assume that exercising harder automatically leads to greater fat loss. While intense exercise certainly burns calories, it changes the body's fuel preferences. During very demanding activity, the body often turns back toward carbohydrates because they can provide energy more rapidly than fat. In other words, pushing too hard can actually decrease the percentage of energy coming from fat at that moment. That is why moderate intensity walking is often considered ideal for fasted morning exercise, a pace that slightly elevates your heart rate while still allowing you to comfortably hold a conversation tends to strike the right balance. At this level of effort, your muscles require a steady supply of energy, but the demand is not so extreme that the body must rely almost entirely on glucose. This creates favorable conditions for greater fat oxidation while keeping the activity sustainable and enjoyable. The benefits of a morning walk may extend beyond fuel metabolism as well. Stepping outside early in the day exposes you to natural sunlight, which plays an important role in regulating your body's internal clock. These circadian rhythms influence numerous functions, including sleep quality, hormone production, energy levels, appetite regulation, and overall metabolic performance. When your body receives consistent exposure to morning light and regular patterns of physical activity, these biological rhythms often become better synchronized. As a result, many metabolic processes may operate more efficiently throughout the day. Morning walking can also influence the body's response to stress. The combination of gentle movement, fresh air, and exposure to daylight may help support healthier regulation of stress-related hormones, creating an environment that promotes both physical and mental well-being. What makes this habit especially appealing is its simplicity. It doesn't require expensive equipment, intense workouts, or complicated routines. Just a consistent walk before breakfast can take advantage of natural metabolic conditions that already exist when you wake up. While no single habit can magically eliminate belly fat overnight, combining regular fasted morning walks with healthy nutrition, quality sleep, and an active lifestyle may help create the conditions that support long-term fat loss and better metabolic health. Sometimes the most effective changes are not the most extreme ones. They are the simple daily habits that work with your body's natural rhythms rather than against them. Long-term stress has been strongly linked to higher cortisol levels, and when cortisol remains elevated for extended periods, the body often becomes more likely to store fat around the midsection. This is one reason why gentle movement early in the morning, combined with exposure to fresh air and natural sunlight, may provide benefits that extend beyond simple calorie burning. These habits can help support healthier hormonal rhythms, which may gradually contribute to improved fat distribution over time. At first, a morning walk can seem almost too simple to make a real difference. Yet beneath the surface, it influences several key biological systems simultaneously. It affects how the body processes fuel, how hormones communicate with cells, how the internal body clock functions, and how overall energy balance is regulated. None of these systems transform overnight, but when small positive signals are repeated day after day, the cumulative effects can become significant. There is, however, one very common mistake that prevents many people from taking full advantage of these benefits. Interestingly, the problem is not the walk itself. In fact, many individuals unknowingly eliminate much of the metabolic advantage before they even leave the house. To understand why, it's important to look at what happens inside the body when food is consumed immediately before activity. The moment food enters the digestive system, especially foods containing sugar or carbohydrates, the hormonal environment begins to change rapidly. Insulin levels rise, and that shift sends the body an entirely different message about energy availability. This brings us to the mistake. Many people wake up and consume a sweet coffee, a flavored drink, a small pastry, or a quick snack because they believe they need extra energy before walking. On the surface, this seems perfectly reasonable. After all, they're still going for the walk, still moving their body, and still burning calories. But internally, the metabolic conditions have already changed. As soon as carbohydrates or sugar enter the bloodstream, insulin begins to increase. Insulin's job is to help transport glucose out of the bloodstream and into cells where it can be used or stored. When insulin rises, the body receives a clear signal that incoming energy is available. Because of that signal, the body temporarily reduces its dependence on stored fat for fuel. This transition happens much faster than many people realize. Even a relatively small amount of sugar in a morning beverage can trigger an insulin response. From a metabolic standpoint, the body is no longer operating in a true fasted state. Instead, it shifts into a fed state where glucose once again becomes the preferred energy source. This explains why two people can appear to follow nearly identical morning routines while experiencing different results. One person wakes up, drinks water or plain black coffee, and completes a 40-minute walk before eating. Another person wakes up and drinks a sweetened latte or eats a small cookie before heading outside. Both may walk the same route and expend a similar number of calories, yet their internal metabolic environments are very different. In the first situation, insulin remains relatively low. This allows fat cells to release fatty acids into the bloodstream more freely, where working muscles can use them for energy during the walk. In the second situation, elevated insulin encourages the body to rely more heavily on glucose. The release of stored fat slows down, reducing much of the unique metabolic advantage that fasted walking can provide. But the benefits of this timing strategy go beyond immediate fat burning. Another important concept is something known as metabolic flexibility. This refers to the body's ability to efficiently switch between carbohydrates and fat as fuel depending on current energy conditions. Individuals with strong metabolic flexibility can adapt more easily when food is unavailable, allowing them to transition smoothly into fat utilization during fasting periods or low-intensity exercise. A morning walk before breakfast can serve as a gentle training stimulus for this system. Each time the body experiences low insulin levels paired with moderate movement, it practices becoming more efficient at accessing stored fat for energy. Over time, these repeated experiences may improve the body's ability to manage fuel sources effectively, supporting healthier metabolism and better long-term energy regulation. Another reason fasted walking may be beneficial involves circulation and muscle activity. The moment you begin moving, your muscles demand more oxygen, nutrients, and blood flow. As circulation increases, fatty acids released from stored fat can travel more efficiently through the bloodstream and reach active muscle tissue. Once there, these fatty acids undergo a process known as beta oxidation, where they are converted into usable energy. This process takes place inside structures called mitochondria, often referred to as the power plants of the cell. Mitochondria transform nutrients into ATP, the molecule that powers nearly every function in the human body. Regular, moderate exercise stimulates mitochondrial activity and increases the body's ability to process fatty acids for energy. Over months of consistent activity, muscle cells can even develop greater mitochondrial density, improving their overall capacity to burn fat efficiently. There is also another fascinating aspect of morning walking that involves hunger and appetite regulation. During the early hours of the day, hormones associated with hunger, alertness, and energy availability naturally rise and fall according to the body's internal clock. Hormones such as ghrelin and cortisol fluctuate in predictable patterns as part of normal circadian function. Engaging in light movement shortly after waking appears to interact with these natural rhythms in helpful ways. Some studies suggest that early physical activity may contribute to more stable appetite regulation throughout the day, helping reduce dramatic spikes in hunger later on. When appetite signals become more balanced, many people find it easier to maintain healthier eating habits and avoid unnecessary overeating. Of course, this does not mean that a morning walk automatically guarantees weight loss. Total energy intake and overall lifestyle habits still matter. What it does mean is that several small physiological advantages can work together. Lower insulin levels may encourage greater fat release. Moderate activity can increase fat utilization. Better circadian alignment may support more stable metabolism. Improved appetite regulation can make healthy eating easier. When these effects begin reinforcing one another, the body often becomes more efficient at managing energy over time. There is also an important mental benefit that deserves attention. The way a day begins often influences the choices that follow. Starting the morning with a simple, intentional act of movement can create a positive mindset that carries into the rest of the day. Many people notice that after completing a morning walk, they become more mindful of their nutrition, more motivated to stay active, and more conscious of the decisions they make throughout the day. Sometimes the greatest benefit of a healthy habit isn't just what it does in the moment, but how it shapes the behaviors that follow for hours afterward. That positive momentum often carries into the rest of the day. When someone begins their morning with a healthy choice, they're more likely to make additional healthy decisions later on. This creates a chain reaction that can strengthen the benefits of the walk itself and support better overall lifestyle habits. At the same time, it's important to keep expectations grounded in reality. The body doesn't eliminate large amounts of abdominal fat after a single morning walk. Fat loss is naturally a gradual process because the human body is designed to store energy efficiently. One session may only create a modest increase in fat utilization. The real difference comes from repetition. If someone commits to a 40-minute walk most mornings of the week, that small metabolic advantage is repeated over and over again. Month after month, the body receives the same signal to access stored energy and improve its ability to use fat as fuel. Over the course of a year, this can add up to hundreds of opportunities for the body to strengthen these metabolic pathways. This is how meaningful changes in body composition typically occur, not through extreme short-term efforts, but through consistent habits maintained over long periods of time. Even minor dehydration can affect circulation, physical performance, and the body's ability to transport nutrients and energy sources efficiently. That's why drinking a glass of water shortly after waking up can be so beneficial. Replenishing fluids helps restore normal circulation and supports the delivery of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. When blood flow improves, fatty acids released from fat stores can be transported more effectively to active muscles where they can be used for energy. Simply put, hydration helps your body's metabolic systems operate more efficiently during physical activity. Some people also choose to drink black coffee before heading out for their walk. Coffee contains caffeine, a natural stimulant that can activate the nervous system and slightly increase metabolic activity. Caffeine may also encourage the release of fatty acids from stored fat, making them more readily available as a source of fuel during exercise. While the effect is relatively modest, it can provide a noticeable boost in alertness and may slightly enhance fat utilization for certain individuals. However, there is an important condition. The coffee needs to remain plain. Once sugar, flavored syrups, sweetened creamers, or other calorie-containing additives are introduced, the situation changes. The added sugar stimulates an insulin response, which shifts the body's preference back toward glucose as its primary energy source. In other words, the very drink intended to support a fasted state can unintentionally reduce its benefits. That is why the simplest approach is often the most effective. Wake up, drink water, enjoy black coffee if desired, and begin walking before your first meal of the day. At this point, an important question naturally comes up. If fasted walking encourages the body to use more fat for fuel, does that mean it specifically targets belly fat? The answer is not exactly